My beloved child. There is a silence around you that most people cannot understand, yet one heart has been listening to that silence more carefully than you know. At the very moment you are hearing these words, someone connected to your soul is holding back a truth so deep that even they are surprised by how powerful it has become. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a long time, this person tried to convince themselves that what they feel should remain hidden. They smiled in ordinary moments, spoke in ordinary ways, and acted as if nothing unusual was happening, yet inside them a storm kept growing each day. Every memory connected to you stayed longer than expected. Every small detail became impossible for them to forget. The way you once spoke, the way your energy entered a room, even the silence after your words, none of it left their mind. What makes this secret so powerful is not only that they feel something strong. It is that they never planned to feel it this deeply. They believed they had control over their emotions, but your presence quietly changed the direction of their thoughts. Even when they tried to focus elsewhere, your name returned in unexpected moments. Something huge is waiting for you, because this hidden truth has now reached a point where silence is becoming difficult for them. There were nights when they almost spoke. There were moments when they opened a message, thought of calling, or imagined what would happen if they finally revealed everything. But each time, fear stopped them, not fear of rejection alone, but fear that once the truth is spoken, life will never feel ordinary again. Do not skip, because what they are protecting inside their heart is larger than a simple confession. It is connected to a decision they have been carrying quietly. They have been thinking about whether the right time has finally arrived. They have been watching signs, waiting for one clear moment when everything inside them says, now. And something surprising has happened recently. Your energy reached them again in a way they could not ignore. A memory returned strongly. A feeling repeated itself. A moment reminded them that what they feel is not disappearing, it is growing. This is why their silence has changed. It is no longer empty silence. It is silence filled with preparation. Stay till the end, because very few people realize when a hidden truth is moving toward revelation. They notice things about you that others miss. They understand emotions you never explain. Even when distance exists, some invisible connection keeps drawing their thoughts back to you. They have tried to call it coincidence, timing, imagination, but none of those words have satisfied what they know inside. And here is the secret they have not spoken aloud. They believe your arrival in their life was not ordinary. They believe meeting you changed something permanent inside them. That belief frightened them, because once someone accepts that another person matters this deeply, nothing remains casual anymore. Every future thought becomes different. Every plan begins to include a possibility they once refused to imagine. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is also another layer to what they hide. They fear that you may already sense it. Sometimes they wonder whether you notice the pauses in their voice, the unusual attention, the moments when they almost said more but suddenly changed direction. They wonder if your heart has already heard what their mouth refused to say. Yet the strongest moment has not arrived yet. Because very soon, a conversation, a sign, or a small event may open a door they can no longer close. One ordinary moment may suddenly become unforgettable. A simple exchange may carry more meaning than expected. And when that happens, the secret they protected for so long may no longer remain hidden. Stay till the end, because what is building now did not begin today. It began long before either of you understood its meaning. They remember one particular moment, small to everyone else, unforgettable to them. Perhaps you said something simple. Perhaps you looked away without realizing what that moment created. But in that second, they felt something settle deeply inside them, and since then they have been unable to return to how they were before. That is why even when life moved normally, something in them remained unfinished. They are not hiding because the truth is weak. They are hiding because the truth feels too important. And tonight, while you hear these words, that hidden truth is closer to the surface than ever before. Because they have started asking themselves one question again and again. If not now, then when? Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The secret is not fading. It is becoming stronger, clearer, and harder to carry alone. Even now, they may be thinking about you more than you imagine. Even now, your presence may be interrupting their quiet moments. The heart that has remained silent is reaching a point where silence no longer feels safe. And when that moment arrives, what they reveal may explain why certain strange feelings, sudden thoughts, and unexpected emotional shifts have surrounded you recently. Because some connections speak before words do. And some secrets wait only until the right second to become impossible to hide. And now something even deeper must be understood. The secret inside that person's heart did not appear suddenly. It was built slowly, through moments so small that nobody around them noticed, yet each one left a mark they could not erase. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They began noticing that every time life became difficult, their mind moved toward you first. Not because they planned it, but because your presence had already become a place of quiet comfort in their thoughts. Even when you were not speaking, even when distance existed, your energy remained close enough to influence their decisions. What shocked them most was how naturally your name entered their private thoughts. In the middle of ordinary work, during silent evenings, while listening to random sounds around them, suddenly your memory appeared again, clear, strong, impossible to push away. This is where their hidden truth became impossible to deny. Because they realized this was no longer a passing feeling. It had become part of their daily inner world. Stay till the end, because very few people understand the exact moment when someone stops hiding from their own heart. There was one recent moment they did not tell anyone about. A quiet second when they almost spoke your name aloud while thinking deeply. They immediately stopped, looked around, and remained silent, but inside, they understood something had changed forever. The secret became heavier after that. Do not skip, because what they are protecting now is connected to a thought they never expected to accept. They have imagined what life would feel like if you stood closer than before. That thought returned more than once. At first they rejected it. Then they questioned it. Then they quietly allowed it to stay. And now it has become one of the strongest truths they carry. Something huge is waiting for you, because they are no longer only hiding feelings. They are hiding expectations, dreams, and possibilities they never planned to create. Sometimes they replay old conversations and discover hidden meaning inside simple words you once spoke. A sentence you forgot quickly remained alive in them for days. A small kindness from you became larger in their memory than it seemed at the time. That is how deeply your presence entered their inner world. And there is something even more surprising. They have started comparing everyone else to the way they feel when thinking about you, and nothing feels equal. This realization brought both peace and confusion. Peace, because part of them finally understood why your connection feels different. Confusion, because once a heart recognizes something rare, it becomes difficult to return to ordinary distance. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They have also been watching timing carefully. Not obvious timing, but emotional timing. They keep asking themselves whether life is preparing a moment where truth can finally come forward without fear. Even now, they may be waiting for one sign, one small opening, one simple reason, one unexpected conversation. And if that opening appears, their silence may break in a way you never expected. Because hidden emotions grow strongest just before they are revealed. There are moments when they almost convince themselves to remain quiet forever. But then another memory appears, another feeling returns, another inner voice says that silence has already lasted too long. That voice is becoming stronger now. Something huge is waiting for you because the secret is no longer comfortable to carry. And what makes this even more powerful is that they believe you may already feel part of it too. Not through words. Not through proof. But through strange emotional moments. Unexpected thoughts, sudden pauses, unexplained feelings that arrive without reason. Some connections move silently before truth arrives. And this connection is reaching a turning point. Do not skip, because one unexpected moment may soon explain everything they have hidden. A simple message could carry unusual meaning. A short meeting could feel unforgettable. A normal conversation could suddenly reveal what months of silence protected. They know that once truth begins, nothing returns to how it was before. That is why they hesitate. But hesitation is weakening. Because the heart can remain silent only until truth becomes stronger than fear. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The secret about you is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not temporary. It has become one of the most carefully protected truths inside someone who never expected you to matter this much. And right now, while you hear this, that hidden truth may already be moving closer to the moment where silence ends. But there is a moment they have never told anyone about. A moment so quiet, so personal, that even now they return to it in silence and wonder why it affected them so deeply. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. It happened when they suddenly understood that your presence had begun changing not only how they feel, but how they think about the future. Until then, they believed emotions could be controlled, delayed, or explained away. But one unexpected thought appeared and remained. What if the person they were waiting for had already entered their life without warning? That single thought did not leave. They tried to move away from it, but every day something brought it back. A memory. A word. A familiar feeling. Even ordinary moments became connected to you without effort. And that is when the secret became impossible to ignore. Because now they were no longer asking whether you mattered. They were asking why you mattered this much. Stay till the end, because very few people understand how powerful this stage becomes when a hidden truth reaches the heart completely. There are evenings when they sit quietly and replay details no one else would remember. The smallest expressions, the tone of your voice, the way certain moments felt different when you were present, these things stayed with them far longer than expected. What surprises them most is that even when they try not to think about you, life itself keeps bringing reminders. A random sentence sounds like something you once said. A familiar place suddenly feels connected to your memory. A simple silence becomes full of thoughts they cannot explain. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the secret they carry is now connected to something deeper than emotion, it is connected to belief. They have started believing that meeting you was not. This belief frightened them at first because it changed everything. If someone enters your mind repeatedly without invitation, if their presence remains powerful even in silence, then the heart begins asking questions that cannot be ignored. Why does this person return to my thoughts when everything else fades? Why does one memory feel stronger than many others? Why does silence still feel full when thinking about them? These questions have no simple answer, and that is exactly why their secret has become so important. They are protecting a truth that has grown stronger than logic. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There was also a day when they almost revealed part of it indirectly. They almost said more than they intended. Their words came close to truth, but they stopped at the last second, changed direction, and hid behind ordinary conversation. Yet after that moment, they knew something important. Silence is becoming harder every day. Because once truth reaches the edge of speech, it does not easily return to complete hiding. Even now, they may be waiting for one specific sign from you, something small, something simple, something that tells them it is safe to speak more openly. A single moment of warmth. A sentence. A gesture. An unexpected opening. And if that arrives, what has remained hidden may begin to move quickly. Do not skip, because the next part of this secret is even more surprising. They have imagined how your reaction would look if you knew everything. They have imagined your silence, your expression, your first words. This means the truth has already become real enough inside them that they have mentally lived through its revelation many times. And still, they remain quiet. Why? Because when a feeling becomes precious, people fear changing it too quickly. They fear losing what already exists. They fear speaking before the perfect moment. But perfect moments do not wait forever. That is why their heart has entered a new phase, one where silence and truth are now standing face to face. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because very soon, something small may happen that carries unusual meaning. An ordinary exchange may suddenly feel different. A message may arrive with hidden emotion. A simple sentence may carry what months of silence could not say directly. And when that happens, you may finally understand why certain energies around you have felt stronger recently. Because someone has been holding your name carefully inside their heart while pretending nothing unusual is happening. The secret is no longer weak. It is no longer uncertain. It is now one of the strongest unspoken truths in their world. And the closer they come to speaking it, the more impossible silence becomes. And now the hidden truth reaches its most powerful point. There is something they recently understood that changed the way they see you completely. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Until now, they believed they could continue carrying this quietly, but a new realization entered their heart: the longer they remain silent, the stronger your presence becomes inside them. Instead of fading, it has become clearer, calmer, and more certain. That surprised them. Because many feelings lose intensity with time, but this one did the opposite, it became deeper. A simple memory of you now has unusual strength. Even ordinary details return with unexpected clarity. They remember not only words, but pauses. Not only moments, but feelings hidden inside those moments. And this is why their secret can no longer be treated like a passing thought. It has become part of their daily emotional world. Stay till the end, because what they hide now is connected to something they never expected to admit even to themselves. They trust the feeling, even without fully understanding it. That trust did not arrive quickly. It came after many inner questions. After many attempts to explain why your name continued appearing in quiet moments. After many efforts to focus elsewhere and still finding their thoughts returning to you. Now they know it is not random. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a recent moment when they almost made a decision. A very quiet inner decision, invisible to everyone around them. They told themselves that if one more clear sign appears, they may stop hiding so much. And since that moment, they have been noticing everything more carefully. The smallest change in your tone. A familiar pattern. A sudden emotional feeling they cannot explain. To others, these things seem ordinary. To them, each detail feels important. Because when a heart is waiting, even small moments become meaningful. This is why silence around you may feel unusual lately. Because their inner world has become active in ways they cannot fully hide anymore. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have also imagined what would happen if truth arrived suddenly instead of slowly. What if one ordinary day becomes unforgettable? What if a simple exchange opens everything they protected for so long? That thought no longer feels impossible to them. In fact, it feels closer than before. And that is why they have become quieter in some moments. Not because nothing exists, but because too much exists inside. Sometimes silence is the loudest sign that emotions have become serious. Do not skip, because another secret exists inside the bigger secret. They have started noticing how different they feel after thinking about you compared with everyone else. calmer, more thoughtful, more emotionally aware. As if your presence creates a different version of their inner world. That difference matters deeply to them. Because people rarely forget the person who changes how their heart sounds in silence. And now that awareness has reached a point where they can no longer pretend it means nothing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There may soon be a moment when their words sound ordinary but carry unusual depth. A simple sentence may contain more meaning than expected. A small message may arrive with hidden courage behind it. A normal conversation may suddenly feel different because the truth behind it has become too strong to stay hidden completely. This is how quiet revelations begin, not loudly, but with one small opening that changes everything after it. And what they have protected for so long is now standing at that opening. Because their secret about you is no longer uncertain. It is formed. It is real. It has survived doubt, distance, silence, and hesitation. And now every passing day makes the heart ask the same question again. How much longer can truth remain unspoken when it has already become this strong? Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next moment between you and them, no matter how ordinary it looks, may carry the first visible sign that their silence is finally beginning to break. The final layer of this secret is closer than anyone realizes. What began as silence has now become a truth too strong to remain hidden forever. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. At this stage, they are no longer asking whether they feel something important. That question has already been answered inside them many times. The real question now is how long they can continue acting normal while carrying something this powerful. Because every time they try to treat your presence like something ordinary, their own heart refuses to agree. A simple memory changes their mood. A quiet thought about you interrupts their attention. A small reminder creates emotion they did not expect. And this is where the secret becomes impossible to call temporary. It has remained through time, through silence, through moments when they tried to move away from it. And still, it stayed. Stay till the end, because what they understand now is even more surprising. They feel that your connection entered their life for a reason they cannot explain. That thought returned again and again until they stopped fighting it. Now they quietly accept that some people arrive carrying unusual meaning, and to them, you became one of those rare people. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is also a hidden detail they have never shown clearly. Before certain conversations, before certain moments near you, they become unusually aware of their own words. They think carefully, pause more than normal, and sometimes speak less, not because they have nothing to say, but because too much meaning sits behind simple words. That inner caution happens only when someone matters deeply. And that is one of the strongest signs of what they are hiding. Because when emotions become important, even ordinary language begins to feel heavy. Recently, they have imagined one clear possibility, that the next unexpected moment may finally force honesty to rise. Not planned honesty. Not dramatic honesty. But one simple, real moment where silence no longer feels possible. A sentence may escape naturally. A truth may appear quietly. A hidden feeling may reveal itself through words that sound small but carry everything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They know that once even a small part of the truth is spoken, everything changes. Because hidden feelings cannot return to complete silence after being named. That is why they still hesitate at the edge. But hesitation is becoming weaker. And inside them, another thought has become stronger than before. Perhaps you already feel more than you show too. That thought gives them courage. Because sometimes hearts sense each other before conversations become clear. Do not skip, because this final truth explains why their silence has lasted so long. They did not want to speak too early and risk losing something precious before understanding it fully. So they waited. They observed. They allowed time to test what they felt. And time did not erase it. Time confirmed it. That confirmation is why everything now feels different. Something huge is waiting for you because the secret has completed its journey from uncertainty to certainty inside them. It is no longer fragile. It is steady. It is patient. And steady truths eventually seek expression. Stay till the end. Very soon, an ordinary moment may become unforgettable not because of what happens outside, but because of what finally comes into words. A message may arrive with unusual warmth. A conversation may pause in a way that reveals hidden emotion. A simple phrase may carry the meaning of everything left unsaid. And when that happens, you may suddenly understand why certain moments recently felt heavier, deeper, and strangely meaningful. Because while life appeared ordinary on the surface, someone close to your soul was carefully carrying a truth about you that had already become one of the most important feelings in their world. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because some secrets are silent only until the exact moment they become impossible to hide. And that moment may now be much closer than either of you expected.